How are we going, everyone? This is your one, your only, your little homie Gilly from Tactical Edge Hobbies. All right, so today, as promised, we are doing the tech talk for the Alpha King M870. Now we're going to do the breakdown and the how to assemble the blaster, of course. Now, if you hear weird beeps and noises at the backgrounds, because we're open today, definitely, so I had to get this video recorded, so please excuse the noises in the background. But apart from that, let's get straight to it. I've got my main technician, or one of my main technicians, Steve, to break this down and explain to you what this awesome blaster does. So why don't we go straight to him?
G'day guys, Steve here from Tactical Edge Hobbies. Today we're going to talk about the Alpha King M870 shotgun. So in this video I'll show you how to assemble it and a few other bits and pieces about it, like the piston and the spring and what you can and can't do with it. So as you'll see in the box, you have the shotgun, you have the buttstock, you'll have the butt plate, you will have the Allen key, you will have the retaining bolt, and you'll have some other screws here. So when you get it, you take all the bits out of the box, and what you'll start off with is one of these. So this has your retaining, what would you call that? Your retainer, I guess. And then you have your bolt here. So what you need to do is you put those two together, and you drop that down into the back of the buttstock, just like that. It'll come out the bottom from there. You then take your buttstock and you line it up with the front part of the shotgun, so it butts up nicely like that. Once you've done that, take your Allen driver and put it down there to tighten it up. Alrighty, so now that we've got it assembled and the two pieces together and it's nice and rigid, all we need to do here is assemble this. Now, one thing they didn't include in the kit is a Phillips head driver. You'll need at least a number 1, a number 2 if you've got one handy. So all you need to do here is take these two screws, you place them into the back of the rubber buttstock, and then line it up with the back there. Then all you have to do there is tighten it up. Cool, so what we'll do is we'll talk about the disassemble and some things about it that are inside, like the piston and the spring. And it's nice and simple. So what you'll need is a rubber soft hammer, I guess. You'll need a punch. You also need a driver with a 3mm Allen bit and a pair of pliers. The pliers are handy to get the pins out and the spring. So I'll go ahead and knock these two pins out. You've got a big one here and a small one. Knock those all the way through and move on from there. Righty, so now that those two pins have been taken out, we don't need these tools anymore. So we'll put those off to the side. And all you need to do here is just slide out the trigger mechanism. So lift out and jimmy out. Now we've got the two parts. We've got the trigger mechanism and we have the rest of the shotgun here. So as we can see in here, there's a piston right here, the spring retainer, and the screw for the spring retainer is at the back here. So what I'll do now is I will take this screw out to release the spring retainer, and then I'll show you how to take the spring out. So now that we've taken that screw out of the back that holds the spring retainer, what I've found is nice and easy is to take your pair of pliers, grab hold of that spring and pull back. When you pull back, that'll take the spring retainer with it, and then you can lever it out. Just be careful, because that will shoot out really quick. Cool, so now that we've got the spring out and its retainer, this is a unique own design. So there isn't any replacements, and anything from a Gen 8 or a V2 style gearbox won't work, purely because of the back of this piece here. Now the spring. The spring I'm sure can be upgraded. I've yet to find some springs that are the same size. However, what comes stock with this is a 1.4 diameter, 175 long spring. So if you can find a replacement that'll work, you can get a bit more punch out of it. Now inside the rest of the receiver here is the piston. To take the piston out, you just slide it back, and it comes out just like so. Now the piston is quite unique in itself too. I've tried to put a green O-ring on here as well, but the green O-ring itself is probably a little too thick and won't work well. But what I can see here is nice, tough plastic, probably like a POM sort of plastic, and it's got two black O-rings. I'm sure if you went to a shop that's got O-rings and stuff like that, you might be able to find something suitable that'll fit.
Okay guys, so there you have it. That is the breakdown for the Alpha King M870. Had a little mind blank there for a sec. Anyway, hopefully that was informative for you. Now, just remember that you will be able to find, obviously, springs for these blasters. Remember that the spring is a 1.4 by 175 mil spring. So you should be able to get some sort of spring of that size. Go check out Bunnings or something along those lines. And of course the O-ring, you'll be able to purchase the O-ring as well. With the O-ring though, it's a double piston O-ring, so if you're in somewhere that sells O-rings, see if you can find something that matches up, of course. Now, the other thing about this blaster is you can fit a hop up in there, but it is a lot of work to do so, okay? So we suggest, maybe, don't try if you're a novice, but if you're definitely someone who's advanced, we think that you should be able to fit a DK16 in there. But anyway, apart from that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Smash a like, actually no, I should say blast the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. And the links is definitely down below in the description if you want to purchase this blaster. And apart from that, what more can I say? But stay fresh, stay blasting, because this is Tactical Edge, guys, and we bring you nothing but the dope products, dope content, as you saw. Until then, I say peace, adios, au revoir, sayonara, bye.